Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and you're seeing a video on a non-Tomcat Stitchery day. Folks, I have a barrage of videos coming at you this week. And for a couple of good reasons. Number one, today is the first day of the Love Notions sale week. Love Notions does 3 sales a year, and I think this may be the only one that's 40%. The one in January, I think, was just a 30%, but everything in the shop is 40% off this week only, Monday through Friday. It's till end of day on Friday. I'm not sure when it ends on Friday, late night Friday, but it's Monday through Friday this week. So I've got videos coming to you today, Wednesday, and Friday, all with Love Notions content. And then I have a video tomorrow coming at you for an Itch to Stitch pattern release, which is very, very exciting. And actually Wednesdays may be a pattern release as well with Love Notions. But yes, I have so much content coming at you this week. And then today, actually you may have seen a sew along went up for the newest, or it may not be up yet, but a sew along is coming today. I'm not going to talk much about it now though, but it is out there. So you may see that pop up, but I will be talking all about it on Sunday. So stay tuned. That will be up at some point today. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's a lot of videos this week. And I've got some really good news. So if you're a newsletter subscriber, you're seeing this just a little bit earlier than everyone else, and maybe not even earlier at all, depending on when you wake up in the morning, because I just wanted everything to come out bright and early Monday morning, just so you guys could get to shopping the sale if you would like. So again, 40% off everything in the shop. Cat 10 gets you an additional 10% off the 40% off sale price. So it's a really, really good deal. And I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of different patterns this week. Also, Color Guru is having a big sale this week as well for, so everything is 10% off in their shop right now, but when you use Tomcat Color, you get an additional 10% off that price as well. So my Tomcat Color gets you 10% off normally, but this stacks on top of the sale that they're having right now with the Tomcat Color. And I'm trying to think, I know the email just went out and Mother, it's for the Mother's Day sale. Mother gets you to the 10% off, and I guess you can just stack the codes. So you put Mother in and then you put Tomcat Color, and that should get you 10% off. You know, Mother gets you 10% off, and then Tomcat Color gets you an additional 10% off that. So it's not quite 20% off, but very close. And if you're thinking that this might be a good Mother's Day gift, or just really for anyone, doesn't even have to be for women. I'm actually contemplating, my husband said he doesn't want a color consultation, but I'm contemplating doing it for my son. I think we may be the same color palette or very similar. I just think it's good information for anyone to have, just so you can always dress your best. I mean, even no matter who you are, just so you know what colors work best. So if you're going in for a job interview or something, you can wear your power color, or just help, you know, boost your confidence a little bit when dressing. Anyway, but everything is on sale right now. So if you've been on the fence about that, and I got my mother-in-law a color consultation for Christmas, she loved it. It was a fantastic gift. I helped her take her pictures. It's all virtual. Helped her take her pictures and submit them, which is not hard at all. They walk you through that, and she has been over the moon because once you've had your colors done, and there's different packages that you can get for that. I did for her the color consultation plus the makeup card. The makeup card is I use mine all the time. I use it for my daughter all the time. My mom and sister have had theirs done. Now my mother-in-law, like all of my sister's friends, all of my friends, everyone has jumped on the bandwagon. And that makeup card is really, really helpful when you are shopping for color for your face. But once you've had your colors done, that she does have it's a subscription service, but it's called like My Color Closet, which I became a member for myself and my daughter, but she curates clothes that are in your color palette. So it's just really helpful to be able to go in there and, you know, if I'm looking for a sweater, and she, you know, shops at all, you know, the big stores. So they're all styles that I like and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I can go on there and be like, I need an orange sweater, and I'll have a couple of options or whatever. So it's really helpful if you are wanting to buy some ready to wear stuff and just kind of an option that's out there. But yes, you don't have access to that unless you've had your colors done. So anyway, that is an option. Wanted to throw that sale out for you as well. It's just really, really good. Okay. Let's get into today's video. I could talk all day. I just want to make sure you guys are able to take advantage of all the different sales that are going on. Okay, for today's video, I am in such a mood to, I think I've mentioned this, and actually I'm staring at a pile of a whole bunch of cutout projects, so I'm clearly in the mood to sew. But I was doing so much work sewing all since the beginning of the year, mostly for my digital class that just wrapped up. This session just wrapped up and it went great. But anyway, I have really been missing just creative sewing, just being able to think up some outfits and make them up. And I also mentioned that my closet is much better this spring. And I'll have a video showing you a week's worth of outfits with my spring capsule. But I was getting very much in a rut of like dark and heavy type clothing in the winter. Again, it's much better this spring. I feel like I'm wearing color again. It makes me so happy. But I am in the mood to make all of the summer clothes. And I'm ready just to kind of get started on that. So I wanted to go through 5 Love Notions patterns that I'm going to be making. These are going to be my summer plans. So you'll probably see these again when I do my summer capsule in June, but I just wanted to share, and you've seen some of these fabrics before too, but I just wanted to share my plans and what I'm going to be making for summer. So maybe these will give you some ideas of patterns that you may not have thought of that you need, or give you some inspiration if you already have the patterns for making them up for the summer. Okay, number 1, I am going to be making myself a new tempo sundress in this rayon fabric that has watermelons all over it. So I was a tester actually for the Tempo whenever that was released, and I can't remember. I feel like it wasn't that long ago, but it probably was a few years ago now. Anyway, they have it for adults and for little girls as well, so 2 different size ranges. I love mine, and I'll pop a picture of what mine looks like, but it leans a little more autumnal. It's like good for end of summer, beginning of fall. It's great to layer, but the colors are a little bit darker. And I really want a sundress out of this fabric. I got this fabric from Style Makers with my birthday coupon back in February. And I mean, it just screamed summer dress for me, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with it. And as I was looking through, planning out content for this week, I was like, oh my gosh, that is what that watermelon fabric needs to be. It needs to be a tiered dress with the shirring on the back. I have a tutorial for how to do shirring on the channel. It's under the tutorials playlist if you're interested, if that scares you. But I am so game for making this into a tempo. I'm going to do the longer version that has the couple of the tiers. It has nice thick straps that cover my bra really well, because I have to wear a bra. That's just my preference. And I make the medium with the full bust. So, and I shorten the bodice by 1 inch. And I'm pretty sure I shortened the tiers, not a ton, like maybe 1 inch on each tier. So for 3 inches total taken off, which may be a little more than I need taken off, usually 2 inches off everything for a dress with Love Notions works. But I think this hits at a really good length. So, my other one, so I want to recreate that with this. I have 3 yards of this, and I think that'll be plenty to do that dress. So I am going to be making a tempo out of this as soon as I get through. I don't think this is going to come to Italy with me. I think I'm over my head a little bit with with Italy plans, although I still have a video coming to you about my everyday wear for Italy, so stay tuned for that. But I think this is probably going to wait until after I get back, but this will be a great summer dress. I love wearing dresses in the summer. It's my absolute favorite. So I really prefer those over shorts, to be honest. Although I do wear shorts, but dresses are my go-to in the summer, the warmer months. Okay. Next, I really didn't realize how much I needed this next one until I was prepping Friday's Feature Friday pattern, which was the Sunday romper and dress. And I had made one when I was a tester for that, and I think I determined that was the summer of 2020, or maybe the summer, no, of 2019 maybe. So I got 4 summers out of it, but it was the red romper. I'll pop a picture here. My red romper, and I wore that thing to death. It was a cotton modal spandex mix. Loved it. Dressed it up, dressed it down. I just wore it to death, and it finally had to go at the end of this past summer because I'd worn it so much. But you know, I'm not in a summer thinking mode at the moment, but then when I was prepping for that video, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make myself another one of those because I love it so much. So let's see, this was back maybe in January. I was at University of Sewing. They're my sewing machine, my Bernina sponsors. They're down in Bloomington, Indiana, which is about an hour and a half south of me. And I was down there, and they've got a wonderful little fabric shop as well. And I grabbed this out of the remnant bin. So they don't have this fabric anymore, but this is a Stoff jersey. Stoff is I believe a French fabric company, but their cotton jerseys are just divine. Their jerseys are divine. And University of Sewing carries a few. I'll link a couple of similar options down below that University of Sewing currently has. But I just loved the colors in this. And I kind of like the abstract print. So I wasn't sure what I was going to make with this because, again, this was a remnant that I grabbed. But I think it definitely needs to become a Sunday romper. I think I would wear this a ton. I don't know that this one will dress up as easily as the solid one did, but I'm fine with that. Like, I can wear flip-flops with it. I can wear my tennis shoes with it. Slides and, you know, like a mule. And I think that it would just be, I mean, I could probably dress it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I wore my orange mules, the heeled mules with it, I think that it would dress, I could wear it to church, I think. So anyway, I am very excited to make a Sunday romper out of this beautiful jersey. And it's just I mean, it is a jumpsuit or a romper. And so you do have to, you know, disrobe to get in and out of it, but it's a V-neck in the front and the back, which makes it really easy to get on and off. So I don't find it cumbersome when I'm using the restroom. I had my Deer and Doe Sirocco jumpsuit on at church last Sunday, and I was wearing a Metro blazer over it, so a little bit of extra, but I find that one really easy to get in and out of as well, especially if you're not wearing a jacket over it. But I find both of those to be very, as far as jumpsuits go, very easy to get in and out of when you're in a restroom situation. But yes, I definitely need another Sunday romper in my wardrobe because I had to get rid of the other one that was there. Okay. Next, oops, I didn't need to grab that fabric. And I think I have enough to do both of these. I had grabbed this fabric as well. This is a rayon crepe when I did my birthday shopping at Style Makers back in February. And I had talked about I wanted a pair of wide leg pants and like a matching top so it could be like a faux jumpsuit. And that's what I want to do with this. I have 3 yards of this. I think I've got enough because I'm short. But I want to do 2 of my patterns I want to do in this if I can eke it out. So I'll be holding my breath as I make these. But I really want to make a pair of summer key pants. I've made this pattern before as shorts. I don't know if I've showed it to you guys or not. I made it with a woven silk, like a thicker woven silk that was in my stash from my mentor Joyce, and I pre-washed the fabric and all that stuff, but when I made them up and then washed them for the first time, they shrunk a little bit more and then I couldn't wear them. Like they shrunk in length and width. I should have washed the fabric a couple of times because it was a little bit looser weave, which is unfortunate, but I want to make the wide leg pants, so the long pants. I think there's 2 width options with the pants on this pattern, but I want to do that, and I would also like to get a ballad blouse out of this as well. I've made the ballad blouse and I did the shirring option at the front yoke. I want to make one with just the gathers, just because I haven't made that one yet, and I want to do the sleeveless version. So sleeveless, nice button up with the gathers as the top, and then the Palazzo pants as the bottom, and I think I could mix and match those really easily. I mean, I've got quite a few tops I could wear with the pants of these, and then obviously the top could go with like everything. So that is my plan for this fabric. They do still have this fabric, and the watermelon are still in stock. So there is an option that I could get some more if I needed to, unless you guys go buy all of it, but but there is an option if I need to. So we'll see. But I think that that's going to be real fun and floaty. So that's the plan for this. I also didn't mean to grab this one, but I'm also planning on making my my Sonata dress still out of this. I didn't include this one in this video though, because I just talked about it on Friday. When did I talk about this? Not this past Friday, but the Friday before. But this still isn't the plans. It was just in the stack. So you can go watch that video, which is where I was showing you my, what was I showing you? I can't remember now. It was the Feature Friday pattern though, not on this past Friday, but the Friday before. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, and then for my final pattern I want to make, and I've got two fabrics here, I want to make another Tidal dress. I love that pattern. I had a dress in a, I think it was a cotton modal spandex, I think is what it was. It may have just been cotton spandex jersey that I made and wore to death. And then I had it with me at Disney, and I was doing laundry for my family at the hotel, and because our clothes were disgusting, and my husband's brand new shorts got into the wrong color of load and got black all over it. Now I could go through and you know, try and dye it and all that kind of stuff, but I think it's just going to become scraps. I'm just going to make a new one. So it was the above the knee short sleeve version. I mean, I got comments on it every time. I think it was more the color, but the style is really flattering on my figure, I think, as well. And folks, look at this Ponte I found. It's the color. It's my macaroni and cheese color. I got this at Fabric Mart. So Fabric Mart is kind of, you just kind of have to keep watching it. So they have rotating sales where they'll, you know, have like everything, you know, all the categories that are like P through S or whatever are 60% off, you know, today. Or, you know, all categories A through D are 60% off today. It rotates. So you just have to keep an eye out on it. But I caught one when P was in there, and so Ponte fell into that. So everything was discounted an additional, I can't remember what it was. It was a good discount. And I bought a whole bunch of Ponte. So these are all the rayon nylon spandex. That is my favorite Ponte. Sometimes I'll use some with a little bit of polyester in it, but I want that to be a pretty low percentage. The polyester does help with keep it a little bit more stable. So it kind of depends on what you're using it for. But for the most part, the rayon nylon spandex is my favorite. They don't have this color anymore, but they do have this second color still. So I've linked the second color down below, and then I've just linked to the Ponte they currently have. Now, again, I ordered quite a few different colors, and there were two different types. Like this one feels a little bit more like a heavy t-shirting. Like this would be too soft and drapey for pants. But this one, this other one is a little bit more grit to it, and I actually did use, not this color, but another color I'd grabbed for pants, and it worked really well. So, it's kind of hard to tell on the site, like what you're getting, because I wasn't really sure when I ordered it, but I thought, you know, I'm just going to order, again, getting your colors done. This is where that comes in handy. I ordered 3 in my daughter's color palette, and I ordered 4 in my color palette, I think. Yeah, 3 in her color palette and 4 in my color palette. And it's just absolutely lovely. So maybe don't buy with a specific thing in mind, because again, I wouldn't use this one, and a couple of them. Oh, maybe I ordered 5 in my colors. No, I think I just did 4. But a couple of them were in this drapier, a little bit softer one, and then there were a couple that were in this a little bit beefier one that you could use for pants. So just keep that in mind. But you can get some great deals. So I bought this, and this is going to become a Tidal, and it's going to be the short sleeve dress that has that's above the knee. I'm basically recreating exactly what I lost, but I'm so excited about this. And I have plenty of this fabric that I could make myself a t-shirt of some sort as well. I think I grabbed 3 yards of each color just because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. So I've got plenty to do that dress as well as something else, which is great because I love this color, and this color can be hard to find. It's like a sherbet orange. Love it. And that is in my color palette. And then I also grabbed, this is the Mandarin Orange Coral color, which is definitely more coral. This is also in my color palette. It's one of the lighter colors in my color palette. And again, this one's a little bit beefier. But I also wanted to make a maxi sleeveless one. I thought I would get so much wear out of that this summer. And this type of ponte breathes really well. The high rayon content in that. Rayon is a natural base fiber that's gone through a man-made chemical process to make it into a fabric. Same thing. So with rayon, a lot of times it's a wood cellulose, so it's a cellulose type product. But bamboo goes through the same thing. Tinsel, lyocell, modal, it's all very similar. It's gone through a chemical process. Although I think some of them are recycled chemicals. Some like lyocell and tinsel, I think, use a recycled chemical process, better for the environment. But they're brand names. So anyway. But the rayon is breathable because it is a natural base fabric. So love this. And I'm going to make a long maxi sleeveless one with this one. Short with short sleeves for, I say short, above the knee with the orange, the lighter orange or the sherbet orange. And then with this coral, it's going to be the long maxi. I had back in high school a tank dress like that was maxi length. And I loved it. I think I got it at the Limited. Does Limited even still exist? I used to shop there all the time when I was in high school and into college. In fact, I worked there in college. But I wore it to death. And I don't know, I was looking at patterns and I'm like, I need another one of those. Like, what a great versatile dress. And that would be fantastic for summer. You can layer a wrap shirt over it, you know, like a button-up shirt that you tie. You could put a Metro blazer over it if you wanted to, that will take it into cooler weather. You could, honestly, you could put a t-shirt underneath it and make it like a tank dress if you wanted to, which would be kind of fun. Or put a t-shirt over it and just tie it at the waist, and then it looks like you've got a maxi skirt on underneath it. There's many options. So that's what this is going to become here. And there you have it. Those are 5 Love Notions patterns that I'm going to be making sooner rather than later, but for my summer sewing. So probably after Italy when I get back and kind of start delving a little bit more into my summer wardrobe at that point. I'm going to be adding all of these there. And I mean, this is the beauty of sewing in a color palette, folks. Even if my summer color palette is, you know, 5 different colors that maybe aren't included in here, it'll still all go together because everything on my color card is harmonious. So I can mix and match everything at any given time, which just makes a much more cohesive closet. So hit the sale up if you haven't already. Haven't already had those colors done. Okay, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, I'll be back tomorrow with an Itch to Stitch pattern release. I'll be back on Wednesday with a Love Notions pattern release as well, because they're doing a pattern release during their sale week, as well as some more inspiration and thoughts about shopping the sale. And then I'm back on Friday with a Sew the Look. I did it with for Jenny this time, so that's kind of fun and exciting. She won't be with me on the video, but I will have her modeling it. She's got a lot on her plate right now, so she isn't filming with me, but she will be doing the spins and stuff on Friday. And then Sunday, I am back with, we're going to talk a little bit more about the sew along that's going up today. Whew. All right, so a big video week for Tomcat Stitchery. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.